'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Heartbreak and God's timing. Heartbreak and God's timing. Heartbreak is when your emotions have to readjust unwillingly. I don't want to adjust to not having them in my life. I don't want to adjust. See, this is why some people are still stuck. You won't turn the page because you know who won't be in the next chapter.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna tolerate the narcissism. I'm gonna tolerate the abuse. I'm gonna tolerate the pain. I'd rather be kept warm by a real devil than have real peace. I'm gonna act like I'm happy. I'm gonna act like I'm okay. I'm gonna post on the gram like I'm at this false place that I'm really not, because I know if I listen to God and turn the page, they won't be in the next chapter. Ooh. So I'd rather deal with a devil, because heartbreak is when your emotions have to readjust unwillingly.
Ooh.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts when you are homesick from arms that if you let hold you will hold you back.
Ooh.
You're homesick for that embrace. You want that hold again, but if they hold you again, they're gonna hold you again from your peace, and hold you again from discernment, and hold you again from clarity, and hold you again from purpose. But you're homesick from what was, and God is saying, can I trust you with a heartbreak because I have something better? It's not about he'll come when you want him. He comes in the nick of time. No, he always had a time. It's just I love you so much. I'm not gonna come when you ask me to.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna get involved right now. This heartbreak is for your recalibration. You are going down a route that will make you waste time. And I love you so much to hurt your heart, to recalibrate your feet, to get right back on the path, because his word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. And is it possible we've gotten so used to walking in darkness that we're mislabeling it as night vision? But God is saying, no, that's not night vision, that's you wasting time.
What in the world? Andy, we definitely need a praise break. Immediately, a praise break. Ooh. Andy, who was that cooking? That was Jerry Flowers. He's always on the grill. He's always on the grill, cooking the rarest of meats.
Doing the most.
Pastor Jerry Flowers, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR, the Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. You already know what it is. It's Wholeness Wednesdays, and when it's Wholeness Wednesdays, you already know who's in the building. Who is it, Andy? Yeah.
Greetings.
Listen, Precious McGill is in the house.
Blessed to be.
Wholeness Wednesdays, man, it's really about transformation.
It really is.
We are really trying to change the narrative.
And doing.
Right? Of what relationships are about. Yes, the topics are tough. They're not simple topics.
Nor should they be.
They're rich, they're nuanced, they're powerful. And I know a lot of people listen and they're in listen mode when they tap in. But let me tell you, the magic happens when you call. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Precious McGill, really quickly before we get started into tonight's topic, where can they find you? How do they lock into the work that you do?
Withprecious.com. You can always find me there. That's my website. You can even contact me that way. But you can also find me on IG at phenomenal change, phenomenal_change, or on Facebook at phenomenal change.
Love it, love it, love it. Tonight's topic is not for the faint of heart.
No.
Let's just get right to it.
Let's do it.
Are we God's shadow work? Now, you know, Carl Jung talked about shadow, and everybody's talking about shadow work. And the reason why I asked that question, like what really triggered me, I was working out this morning. On Wednesdays, I get up at 3 a.m., and then I get to the gym by 4. I take my 30-minute walk, and then by 4:30, I'm in the gym and I'm working out. And as I was walking today, I was like, God, you're everything. How can I ask the all for something? If I'm asking, I must be in a mindset of lack.
Absolutely.
Or separation. And I was like, how can I be separate from you when fundamentally I am you? And if I am you, I am devoid of nothing. What am I missing? And then I started thinking of Carl Jung's work when he was like, oh, you're a fragmented self, right? Krishnamurti and Dr. David Bohm talked about this in their book. The book is called, I think it's called something about time. I'm going to look it up for sure.
Okay.
And get the title escapes me. I've read the book 15 times. But in that book, they're talking about, fragmentation. And I noticed Carl Jung tapped into that and said, no, individuation, right? Where you come into union with the higher self. And I was like, whoa, this is deep. So in order for us to do self-work, we've got to go in and deal with the shadow.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm saying because we're little egos who believe in our identity, which is separation.
Absolutely.
I said, wow, could we be God's shadow? And does God use relationship as a means for cultivating and curating divine individuation? I said, oh, here we go. Are we God's shadow work? Could human beings be God's shadow work, God's inner work? Somebody said, God ain't got no inner work. God ain't got to do no inner work. I said, well, so we have to peel this apart, right?
Right.
Could our prayers, in fact, be the cries of God's orphaned inner self, yearning for individuation, the union with the highest self? Tonight's topic, are we God's shadow work? What is the core thesis for tonight? If we claim that we are fragments of the divine, here to learn lessons through suffering, then we must confront a harder possibility. Are we growing towards God, or are we projecting our psychological structure onto God? And if God learns through us, which sounds impossible,
Right.
and if God learns through us, what does that imply about divine completeness? Right? That's the axis. That's not poetry. That's the structure of our topic tonight. What if the most revealing thing about God is not what you believe about him, but how you relate? Before we argue about existence, let's examine the interface. Every intimate relationship you've ever had has functioned as a psycho-spiritual holographic mirror. Your mother did not simply raise you, she activated your attachment system. Your father did not merely discipline you, he calibrated your expectation of authority. Lovers do not just adore or reject you, they expose your tolerance for vulnerability, abandonment, control, surrender. In every case, you met yourself through another. 1-800-920-1580. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Now, extend that thought upward. If human relationships reflect our internal architecture, what makes us assume our relationship with God does not? 1-800-920-1580. I know you're not ready for what it is tonight, but we got to break the internet tonight because there's too many people out there tripping on relationships. There's too many people out there talking because they experience it. But have you experienced the real purpose of it?
Right.
Oh, that's what we're trying to do tonight. When you pray, are you encountering transcendence or are you... I don't even want to say this part.
Say it.
When you pray, are you encountering transcendence or your own conditioning interacting with transcendence? Oh, that question does not deny God. It refines access. Some of us experience God as distant. Some of us experience God as punitive. Some of us experience God as intimate. Some, we experience God as silent. The variation alone suggests a variable receiver, not necessarily a variable source. Does attachment style has anything? Oh, Lord. A distorted lens does not negate the light. It alters the image. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. If your nervous system stabilizes, if unresolved attachment heals, if projection decreases, your experience of God may shift. Are we looking at God through the lens of insecure attachments? 1-800-920. Somebody get to the phone. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Somebody, if we gonna have this conversation, let's do it. Not because God changed, but because your distortion thinned. The desperate God you used to worship quiets. The dramatic God you used to worship softens. The rescuing God becomes less necessary. What remains may feel less emotional, but more stable. And here is the ego fracture. If God does not require your suffering to grow, if God does not evolve through your trauma, if God remains complete without your participation, then your growth does not repair heaven.
Come on now.
Listen, it repairs you. It repairs you. That does not weaken faith. It strengthens responsibility. Maybe the real mirror does not prove that God resembles you. Maybe it reveals that you can only perceive divinity at the level your structure allows. Precious, Precious, come in here. What do we need to do about tonight's topic?
Take it in.
I keep saying relationships are inherently spiritual. Right? Not religious.
No.
Metaphysical, spiritual, psychological. To me, all of these terms are synonyms, right? At the highest level, you are being revealed to you. And more importantly, the scaffolding that you use to survive is being revealed to you. Because for many people who are self-unaware, they don't even see the infrastructure.
Oh, no, yeah.
Talk to me, Precious. How do we reveal it?
So there's this saying, the kingdom of heaven is within.
Boom.
And the trick is to get people to think that we are collectively or individually working toward somewhere else other than where you are right now. And so if the kingdom of heaven is within, you have two emanations of the divine interacting. And it brings you into a space where you have the opportunity for co-creation or repetition. Right? Repetition of childhood trauma, childhood
Cycles. Come on.
That's what the repetition is.
Yes.
Cyclical.
Reenactments. Come
Yes.
on.
You are experiencing yesterday over and over and over again in different people. That's your stuff, right? When you properly shed, you start to engage people in a different way. You see that if the kingdom of heaven is within and they are a reflection of the divine, as am I need to see God in that person.
Wait. Stay right there.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Did I say too
Oh,
much?
Lord. Relationship Groundhog Day? Is
Exactly.
That what, Lord have mercy. When we come forward, all the fire's just getting lit, but it's already burning.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We got to laugh the pain away.
Hey, KBLA delegation, happy Black History Month. Around here, we celebrate our culture, our community, and our contributions daily. But this year, as we observe the 100th anniversary of Black History Month celebrations, we're excited about our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, honoring comedy greats. On Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum in downtown LA, we're toasting D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Munell, Dion Cole, and Martin Lawrence with a surprise guest appearance. A limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon remain, so now would be a good time to head to KBLA1580.com to secure one for yourself. That's KBLA1580.com. A little laughter goes a long way, especially in times like these. So come, join us for our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. Again, tickets are available right now at KBLA1580.com.
Well, I hang around my boy. He been married for 6 years. Videotaping his wedding day, never watched it. Now and every day he watch it every day, but he watch it in reverse. Because he said he loves seeing himself take that ring back off of that finger. Walking back down that aisle, just waving at her ugly mother down the church. Getting back in the limo, back at the bachelor party. Look how happy I was.
KBLA Talk 1580 thanks LA City Council members Curran D. Price Jr. and Heather Hutt for being the presenting sponsors at this year's Black History Month Luncheon. Honoring excellence, resilience, and achievement, we're KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
This the label. For the Black community, there's a rich history that dates back over a century. marked by resilience, perseverance, and an unwavering sense of hope, even in the face of so much devastation left behind from the Eaton wildfire.
Though we've been ravaged, we are yet resilient.
John chapter 15, verse 5, Jesus says, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me and I in him, the same will bring forth much fruit. Amen. But he also says, for without me, you can do nothing. Without me, you can do nothing. We can't even get out of our beds without Jesus. We can't even open our eyes without Jesus. We can't even feel our heartbeats without Jesus. We can't even feel the blood flowing through our veins without Jesus. Without him, we can do nothing. Amen.
So how do you define God?
All that is.
All that is.
All that is. There is no outside. All that is.
So what is it when people pray? They'll say they pray to God.
It is putting themselves in a state of communion with higher vibration, with spirit, with all that is.
I see.
Make sense?
Yes.
Now remember, a true understanding of prayer is not the idea of asking for something that is not. The true vibratory state of prayer is one of gratitude for that which already exists. Because everything already exists. Even the thing that hasn't manifested from your point of view already exists. So the idea of asking for something in prayer is actually the function of being in the state, the vibratory state of being that knows such a thing is already within you, is already given to you. And thus then you put yourself in the appropriate state of gratitude for already receiving. And thus by being in that state, it more easily manifests in your physical reality because you're in the proper state for you to be able to perceive the manifestation that already exists in potentiality around you.
I see.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, the VOR, Wholeness Wednesdays. Precious McGill is in the building. Who was that talking, Andy?
Bashar.
I know. I just like, Andy's a part of the show now. Bashar. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people think he's that spiritual mumbo jumbo.
Oh, no.
But he's really talking about the God process and how relationship between you and Source is a process of evolution. You're evolving to higher states of frequency and vibration. If this isn't happening in your relationship, you playing. Talk to me, Precious.
Yeah, it's basically touching on what I was saying. It's about being the God self. It's not to say that you are God, but it's to say that you are God, right? Ooh. You are an emanation of the divine being. And in that, we all are that. I am that I am. Christ was not Jesus's last name. It is what he embodied, as well as other enlightened masters. But it is Jesus himself that invites us into a journey that is of like energy or greater, but we so busy being behind that we get stuck in this loop of smallness. We're going to argue over groceries and what do you think how my butt looks in this skirt. None of that matters. None of that really matters. It matters about how you are having an evolution inside of self, and if you are joined with someone else who is evolving, hold one another accountable, and then you can enter into a process of co-creation. That's not sexy to people.
So you're hitting on so many points, and it's tying into Bashar's point. Again, relationship should be about grateful, thankfulness, appreciation. We've inverted it to be about accumulation. Right?
Yeah.
So when we look at manifestation, it's about getting. We get into relationships to receive, right? We don't even understand what it means to give, right? Sometimes when somebody gives to us, because we so busy trying to get, we miss the gift.
Yeah, people will give you things because they cannot give you themselves, right? In order for you to give yourself, you have to align with the vibration of self. I don't even allow people to buy gifts from me when I'm entering into potential relationship. I'm not going to fall in love with your hand. I'm going to fall in love with your spirit, your heart, right? And I do not enter into relationship with people who are at war with themselves, because the writing is on the wall. You can still love that person and show up in some other way, but to enter into divine communion, we have to acknowledge the divinity in self.
Wait, well, hold on. When we come forward, we're going to talk about entering into relationship with somebody that's at war with them.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason don't care about your your light bill. We don't care about your heat bill. We gonna turn up the fire. Let's go.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Tensions flared during a House hearing when Black New Jersey Representative LaMonica McIver pressed acting ICE Director Todd Lyons with pointed questions.
Mr. Lyons, do you consider yourself a religious man?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, how do you think Judgment Day will work for you?
Lyons also declined to comment on an active investigation tied to ICE-involved shootings. Black Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has ordered LAPD officers to turn on their body cameras when responding to federal immigration enforcement scenes. The directive requires video to be recorded and preserved, officers to document the names and badge numbers of federal supervisors present, and to file reports if they witness any misconduct. And an attorney for Smokey Robinson is asking a court to sanction one of the women accusing him of sexual misconduct. Robinson's lawyer says the woman is avoiding a deposition and should be barred from testifying at trial. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
In the new year, make one commitment. Don't let someone else's carelessness leave you paying the price. OPO Law has been protecting Los Angeles for nearly 50 years. So if you're injured this holiday season or at any time in 2026, go to opolaw.com.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Following the leader.
Oh, my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet roots and money.com. That's Gods and Money, MONY.com.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We're
California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach? Transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal? Prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
On the 7th of January, all of us lost something so precious to us. Something unimaginable happened to us. Essentially, we've lost an entire city. Children's lost their schools. Families have broken up. Homes that have been in families for years and generations have been lost.
Just the label?
Out there is going to save us. We really don't have a city council. We don't have a mayor. The magnitude of devastation is so large. There are so many little things that we need to focus. We're the only ones who are going to be able to save ourselves.
Humans have a hard time defining us, and they have a hard time defining God.
Amen.
And they have a hard time defining those physical friends who have been in physical bodies who have now reemerged into non-physical. You have a sort of, as humans, we love you so much, you have a sort of screwy perspective of this continuum of life. You think you come into these bodies and you live for a little while and you get it right or you don't, and then you leave and then you come again, when really what is happening is you are eternal. You never really leave. And even when you are no longer focused in your physical bodies, you are still focused, and you are still focused upon what's going on here. There is a collective consciousness that is so interested, so eager about everything that you all are about. And that source energy is what man wants to call God, and it's what you all have access to.
Wow. You already know who that was.
Abraham.
Esther. Yeah. Abraham.
Esther channeling Abraham.
Yeah.
Esther Hicks.
Esther Hicks. Woo! Precious, you were so on the precipice of something very powerful.
Yeah.
Please, please, please
So,
give us that.
People entering into relationship with someone who is at war with themselves is you, without saying it, agreeing to not focus on the divine, right? How do you know someone is at war with themselves? Well, one of the things they do is always have the finger on you. You made me feel this way. You did this to me. What about you? What about you? And they will speak poorly of themselves. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Cancel, cancel, cancel. You know, they're telltale signs that let you know this person is at war with themselves. A person that has a shield up is not willing to be vulnerable and feel and be present. A person that is always protecting themselves. You cannot be focused on the spirit and protect yourself. You can be focused on the spirit that protects the self, but only the higher part of you understands that. Prayer is when we talk to the spirit. Meditation is when we allow the spirit to speak to us, meaning we're still enough to hear, right? It is true that the spirit is still and small, but it is the loudest thing. You have to turn down the noise of everything else in order to hear it. So if you are in that space called present, mindfulness, when you encounter people, you understand, not judge, you understand where they are, and you can love them enough to trust that they're gonna get it.
Wow.
And they are not receptive to what it is that I'm experiencing.
Oh, you just blew my mind. Let me just say this. For years on The Voice of Reason, I've been saying human beings are whips in progress. Tonight, we're going to recontextualize it. Human beings are wars in progress. You signed up for a relationship, you've signed up to a war. You've enlisted, right? And that war that you fight in relationship, this psycho-spiritual war, is about revealing what you conceal about yourself. Oh, I know they're not ready for it tonight. Listen, really quickly, I got to do this before Precious and I grab this caller. All of the music tonight is featuring Altadena.
Love that.
A new album just dropped. My homeboy is the producer of it. His name is James Broadway from Altadena.
Appropriate.
Lost his house in the fire. When the fire started, he went outside and he saw all the embers flowing all over the place. The first thing in his mind, let me get across town and go get my mama.
Okay.
So he shook the spot and went and got his mom. By the time he gets back to his home, it's engulfed. He leaves his 70-plus-year-old mama in the car. He runs in the house to go get his beat machine.
That's the one thing he'll tell you. I get it. I get it.
You understand me?
I get it.
35 years of music. He said, nah, I'm going to get my drives. I'm going to get my beat. His mother is in the car screaming at the top of her lungs.
Don't do it,
watching
baby.
him run into this house.
Yeah.
Today, he dropped this album called Altadena Part 1 Ground Zero. Executive produced by legendary West Coast artist, hip-hop artist, King T. All the tracks are produced by James Broadway. And I just wanted to show him love because he's been through a lot.
Yeah, it sounds good too.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful work, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at one's shadow is a kind of suffering when you face it.
It's suffering when you resist it. When you face it, you get into flow. You move into allowance.
Come on.
That's truly facing it.
Yes.
Right? Not being aware there is a mirror in here. It's like, that is the mirror and I see myself. You get into a flow.
Yes.
And this is that, oh boy, I had it wrong. I'm focused on what it's not what it is.
So is God using the suffering to turn you back to the shadow?
See, that is like the question that you're asking. God is not using the suffering. God allows it, right? The free will. And so how you align your will with the will of God is allowance. Allow it.
Yes.
All the ugly that you see.
Yes.
All of the challenge that you see is giving you direction for your next step. I tell people when they're doing that mirror work, get in that mirror, no clothes, no makeup, no lashes, no caps, no whatever it is that you use to conceal in all the parts that you have a problem with. Start there. Love that. Love that. Because there's something deeper going on. The ego has your attention. You know, being in when you engage a person who is in relationship with them, in war with themselves, you're agreeing to war. My mom always told me, you either get like them or they get like you.
Come on.
And so when you acknowledge this, you can hurt that person. Sometimes I'll tell people, you know, I care about you deeply, but I don't want to hurt you. They like, girl, you can't hurt me. Oh.
Let me tell you what I see about you.
Right.
Come on.
By being quiet.
Sometimes.
Yeah, because when it takes two to argue. And so if I'm going to argue with you, that means I'm coming off my pattern of my journey of evolution of self, and I'm about to get down here and play stupid with you.
I'm not finna do that.
I ain't finna do that.
Come on. Are we God's shadow work, or are we simply refining the instrument through which we encounter the absolute?
Refinement.
It's refinement.
Iron sharpening iron.
But that's uncomfortable.
Oh, extremely.
So why do we fight the uncomfort? Stay right there. Don't answer. When we come forward, we're going to get the answer for why we fight the uncomfort, and then we go into Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get it!
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Check it out. After nearly 40 years of conversations with presidents, poets, and cultural icons, I have learned that the difference between a good conversation and an unforgettable one is not what you say, it is how you listen. Most people listen to respond. I learned to listen to learn and follow. When you master this, something remarkable happens. People just open up. They leave the conversation feeling truly heard, and they never forget you. Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley, and for the first time in my life, I'm teaching everything I have learned. The Art of Conversation, a 4-week masterclass for podcasters, leaders, and professionals who understand that the ability to connect is their greatest competitive advantage. Our founding cohort starts Monday, February the 16th, and only a limited number of seats remain. Enroll right now at TavisTalks.com. That's TavisTalks.com.
Yeah, this is all good.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
On the night of January 7th, although areas east of Lake got evacuation orders the same night, just after 7 p.m., most of West Altadena did not receive an evacuation alert until 3:30 a.m. the following day.
We are standing in the gap for those who are victims of this crisis, but we're together and we're Altadena strong.
You keep blaming God for your misfortune, and it has to stop. Every time something goes wrong, you point your finger at God as if He is the one blocking your life. But if you slow down for a moment, you will notice something. The same patterns keep repeating because you keep making the same choices. You keep ignoring the signs. You keep calling closed doors spiritual warfare when He has been trying to protect you the entire time. God, He cannot hand you a new chapter while you are still entertaining the old one like it is your only option. Sometimes it is your refusal to listen, your refusal to heal, your refusal to take accountability for the part you played in creating a life that feels too small for you. And the moment you stop blaming God and start aligning your actions with the woman you are becoming, everything shifts because you are no longer fighting the very guidance you pray for.
Wow, who was that? Andy? Who? Listen, I hear these clips when you hear the clips. My goodness, I'm learning. Deborah Keysway.
Yeah, I
Love
that.
it. She was cooking with the rarest grease.
Right.
You're listening to the VOR. We're always going forward because we're never going backwards. And now that we've come full circle, Precious, you were making a point, and I want you to get to it before we grab our caller.
Yeah, basically, it's just about being present, being mindful, and not judging the other person's walk, because all roads lead to God, right? So if we feel sorry for people about where they are, we're judging. We have to know that they arrive at their divinely appointed time, on time, right? But it's about the energy that we're willing to give. And the answer is always to focus on spirit, to focus on source energy, the divine. Always focus. I'm having a problem with my partner. What do? I had that situation today. A client called me. I was off today. It was an emergency. They explained the challenge. Precious, what do? Be present. Focus on God. But my partner said X, Y, and Z. Are they saying it in this moment? No. Okay, well, join me in this moment.
So wait, presence is not the same as doing nothing.
No.
Talk to me about the difference. Yes.
Doing nothing is a place of not surrender, but quitting. Right? Being still is not the same as inactivity. Being still means that I'm going to quiet my mind and enter into a walking meditation in this moment.
So it's an act of attentiveness.
It is attentiveness. Yes, it is. And so when people hear you say things like, I'm going to be still, I'm not going to talk about this, they hear through the wound, which is informing them they're ignoring me.
And so the wound has to do.
Oh, it is the wound.
The wound has to do something.
Yeah.
The wound has to change the situation.
So long as you have them.
And in doing, there's no presence. Talk to me.
Yeah. And this is not a judgment, right?
Right.
But I will say this, a hit dog gonna holler. If this touches you, it's for you, and it's not judging you. How do I know? I've been through that. I go through that. I have to submit. When people do things that I find myself frustrated by, I remind myself, you're not focusing. You're focused on them. And most often when a hailstorm is entering in your life, so is a blessing, but you give your attentiveness and your focus to what is wrong. It blocks
and sometimes
what is right.
And sometimes the hailstone or
storm
is moving things out the way.
All hell has to break loose so heaven can happen. So if there's hell there, let it be loose. What do I say? Well, don't be prepared. Be present. It's all the preparation you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR, the Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. Tonight's topic, are we God's shadow work? My goodness. And listen, the layers are getting peeled back. They're actually getting melted off the wall. But that's okay. Let's keep it cooking. We got somebody on the line right now. I want to get him in here real quick. Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh, Lord of mercy, right near the beach, boy. Paradise awaits. Big love to you, Aunt. Big love to you, Sister Precious. It's such an honor to be with you both.
Yes,
thank you. Love. Just gonna come straight from the heart. One thing that came to mind among many, that just re-echoes and reaffirms the sentiment, would be what I believe is Iwa Puele, which again basically speaks to your character as you wait. And I believe even the essence of the stillness you were just speaking to and the gratitude touched on earlier, the presence that is necessary and available being a big gift. I believe that to the tune of the topic, really the big OG-G-O-D, being light, I say, in that breath, over darkness. If we are to be embodying the shadow work of said God, with the vein of humor as well, I believe, like, one, it's great to be able to have that communion, to have that relationship, even that quiet moment of acknowledgement that there is, say, source.
Yeah.
Because that's one big key that across the world in that breath is part of the so-called spell of the illusion of separation.
Wait,
So
stay
I
right
say
there.
in that-
Stay right there. The spell of the illusion of separation. When we come forward, because we're never going back, trust me, we're going to talk to Nazarene X about the illusion of separation. When we come forward, let's get it.
Yes.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Tensions flared during a House hearing when Black New Jersey Representative LaMonica McIver pressed acting